Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this video I'm doing a troll game on the map Open Warfare. I'm playing as the Soviets and starting in the bottom left position. So I'm just doing a no tanks game on this one. And I like this, I kind of like this map, it's got a bit of variety. What I need to be careful of though is teams sometimes do start quite close together, and there are 5 teams in this, so I'm possibly going to have one quite close. So straight away what I'm doing is I'm sending infantry to the right. I don't need to take the infantry to the left because I know there's no teams that start in that position, there's only a team to the right. So I'm sending a load of infantry there, I'm sending them along the bottom so hopefully they don't get recognised. And I'm just going to place my oil refinery. And what you'll notice is when I place my oil refinery, I do stop my infantry running, because if you run them into other infantry, and there you can see Red has just unleashed his oil refinery right on top of my infantry, and that goes down straight away. And yeah, that's Red's construction yard, and that's what happens when you don't scout at all. If you'd done a bit of scouting, build some infantry, he would have been able to see where I was, but he didn't do that, and that's what's led him to this position. You can see him building his infantry now, but it's all over, he's already got a barracks, and we've destroyed that, and that's his other building, and that is Red out of the game. And when we can't build tanks, it's really important that we do attack the person close to us, because as soon as they get tanks it's going to make it very difficult for me, and I will need a bit of time to build up. So I'm bringing my infantry back. I'm going to be building 2 ore trucks from my war factory first, just to get my economy going quite well, although I did get siloed there because my ore truck is on pure gems at the moment. Now I'm in a pretty good position because I've taken a team out that was right next to me. There could be a team in the middle, so there might still be a team that's sort of a little bit close, but it just gives you a bit more breathing space. I'm less likely to get attacked early on, and it's going to give me a chance to build some construction yards. Now I did do a bit of a mistake. What I should have probably done is built the service depot maybe straight after the first war factory. I think what I was thinking at the time was get the other ore truck out as quickly as possible, but it sort of delays the time it takes to get MCVs, and those MCVs are going to increase building speed and help me a lot. So I've got a service depot down now, and I'm going to start building MCVs, and I'm just going to keep it up because I'm good for power at the moment. Could always sell it later on if I need to. And now I'm going to be building another ore refinery. And also another good thing about this position is you can see there's a big gem patch to the left of my base. And that doesn't really get contested, really. I mean, the player playing in the top left might want to go for it, but usually it's the person on the bottom who gets that gem patch. So we'll have to wait and see, because other teams might go for it and see how it plays out. And I've also got another ore patch to the right of this ore patch here. So there's absolutely tons of ore where I am on the map now. So I am in a real good spot.
Unit ready.
And it would have got tricky if Red hadn't gone down so easily. Right, so I'm just having a look. You can see that ore patch there. That's the one I'm going to go for, and that's where I'm going to put my next ore refinery, because I want to make sure my ore refineries are spread out as much as possible. Because if they're all put on the same place, then I'm going to run out of ore in that position, and it's not as efficient. It's sometimes best to let the ore grow back a little bit. If you tend to get into a long game, and this is going to be a longer game because I'm doing a troll game, and yeah, it just takes longer to get up because I need to get lots of MCVs to increase my base building speed. And now I'm getting my radar dome. Unfortunately, because I'm Soviets, I'm not going to get the tech centre because, well, I'm going to get a tech centre to build Tanyas, but I won't get the satellite from tech centre. And I'm just getting these construction yards down. And yeah, you can see I've got plenty at the moment. And I'm going to need to start building some base defences. But when you start to get a lot of construction yards, the base defences can be built very, very quickly. You can see Teslas, usually they take a long time to build, but I'm going to be able to build them very quickly. And I'm just building them here at the moment because I need to just be protective of that ore patch. I'll also need to do some checking here as well. And what I'm going to want to look at is there's a bridge here. Now I'm going to destroy that bridge because I don't really want enemies to be able to use it. And you can see some Cyan infantry coming down. We'll have to see our tanks following. It doesn't look like that's the case. but I have built some Teslas just in case. I'm just going to build a load of Teslas around that choke point, because choke points are really good because the tanks sort of like have to clump together. It's harder for them to get through, so it's a really good position to have your Tesla in. And I'm also going to build an airfield, just so I can get spy planes and things, so I can see a bit of what's going on in different parts of the map. I'm also building up here as well because there's another choke point where players can enter the bottom of the map, so I'm obviously going to want to guard that also. So yeah, this is quite a good map for defensive positions once you like clear the teams. And we can see that Cyan is out of the game, and that's probably very significant because we did see Cyan troops near my base, so he might have been the team in the middle, and that could have been bad for us later on in the game. And now I'm just expanding a bit further up and getting to another ore patch on the left side of the map. And I will have to be careful here because we can see yellow is in the top left. Now it looks like they're in the very top left. If they were a bit further down, they might have gone for that ore patch, and other teams might still go for that ore patch on the left side of the map, so I will have to be careful. And I've just got a bit of a spy plane just to have a look in the middle, see if I can see anything. And so far, it looks to be clear. But we do know there's other teams on the move, of course, and there's only 3 teams left in this game, even though it feels like we've just quite near the start still, but yeah, and you can see I've got like plenty of like MCVs there, so once I've got these deployed, my building speed is going to be very, very fast, and I'm going to probably need that fast building speed because we can see that green are coming forwards. Now he's called All That Glitters, so I'm guessing he's one of those players who plays on those maps, so he might be quite used to playing Soviets and playing against Tesla. He's also got some missile launchers, which makes it a bit more tricky compared to when it just have tanks when you're using Tesla, because missile launchers do quite well against Tesla because they do so much damage, and Tesla don't have that much HP. And what I'm doing is I'm building a load of flamethrowers towers, and you can see those flame towers doing really well against those missile launchers, because missile launchers have low health, so the flame towers still do quite significant damage against them, and it was able to take them out, and then the heavy tanks were left to deal with the Tesla, which made short work of them. So that's that wave gone, and I can't see many green tanks around at the moment, but we don't have that good map visibility. I probably should have done a bit better scouting after I defeated red, but there you go, there's always things you can do better. And now we're just having a bit of a look on the left side of the map because I've seen some movement from yellow. They seem to be taking units down the map, so I'm going to have to sort of like protect this position in case the attack there. We've also got green there with a couple of heavy tanks, so I could be getting attacked from both positions. I'm going to have to be very careful at that point, and I'm just putting some more Tesla up for a bit more defence. And I'm also going to have to be careful with power as well. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just expanding along the right side just to get a bit more map visibility, and also just to protect that passage so I can see a bit more and see what is going to be happening. I'm just building a few more MCVs now. I will get a couple of Tesla down there and just get a bit more of the map uncovered. And now we can see that yellow, they look like they're coming down the map, so I'm going to have to quickly build some Tesla. And they've got missile launchers as well, which is not good because they do really well against Tesla. And I'm going to build some flame towers here as well, just to try and get them in at the back of and attacking the missile launchers. So we've got those flame towers now. It seems to be going for the Tesla mainly, which is probably a good idea because they do the most damage. There's also some infantry there, which flame towers do very well against. And now we've got a lot of flame towers. You can see all the missile launchers are taken out very, very quickly, and that just leaves the tanks. Although flame towers don't do quite as well against tanks. You can see I've only got a couple of Tesla left, but those flame towers will still do quite well if there's quite loads of them. And you can see them taking out those heavy tanks. And now I'm starting to go up and expand up the map to yellow. And yeah, we're just getting up there. You can see my building speed really fast at the moment. And at the moment I'm doing okay for ore so far. Now we're just going to try and take out this base that's a bit lower down. And now yellow coming in with the heavy tanks. those heavy tanks, and he's also got the missile launchers, which are also going to do quite a bit of damage. I've just lost my flame towers. I wasn't able to build enough. Let's see if I can get my flame towers established here. It looks like I might be able to, and we're taking out those missile launchers, and they're going down quite easy. I've also taken out some of the buildings, but yeah, it looks like I'm going to get those flame towers wiped out, but I'm still going to try and to keep on top of this, and I'm going to produce some Tesla a bit further back because they'll do quite a bit of damage. And now he's got a few less missile launchers there, so those Tesla will be a little bit more effective. But you can see the only problem with Tesla is when you've got this many tanks and couple of missile launchers, they do have low HP, and that's why usually what you do is you put tanks in front of them and a Tesla at the back. And I'm sort of trying to sort of do that with the flame towers in a way. Use the flame towers as like bait at the front, and then have the Teslas behind doing a little bit more damage. And flame towers are just so strong against these missile launchers. You shouldn't be filtering them in like that. You should be keeping them back because those missile launchers just don't do well against flame towers. And speaking of missile launchers, we can see that green has a whole army of them. The thing is, missile launchers take a long time to charge, and you can see as soon as they start taking a long time to charge, I'm able to place a few flame towers, and they make quite short work of them. But now he's getting heavy tanks in, which are a bit strong against flame towers, and those flame towers look like they're going to be going down. But the bonus is, we've got rid of a lot of those missile launchers, so if they do get into the Tesla, it's going to be a lot harder. Now you can see yellow building some flamethrowers, but I'm going to build Tesla to counter them, because the Tesla do well in a like... Yeah, flame towers are just no match against Tesla, really. Tesla just do so much damage on each shot. They do take longer to build, but when you've got like loads of MCVs, it doesn't really matter as much. But what does matter at the moment is I'm struggling for ore. And you can just see my ore count has just gone down a lot. And that's because the gems have sort of run out at the bottom left of the map. And that's just starting to hurt me. And I think the ore patch on the bottom right is run out as well. So as those ore patches start to run out, I need to start using other ore patches. And you can see now I'm using this ore patch from yellow, getting 3 ore refineries there. I'm going to make more use of this green ore patch. But we can see that green is starting to build more war factories. So this could be very dangerous for me. Yeah, you can see 2 war factories in sight there. So he's going to be producing a lot of tanks. Oh, 3 war factories in fact, so he's going to have he must have like about 5 war factories at this point at least, if not more. The question is, does he have the economy to support it? And now we're putting some flame towers in there, and green has went out of the game. I think he made a mistake there and he knew it. Those flame war factories were probably too close. I was building base defences too fast, and he's tapped out, and now we've just got yellow left. And you can see yellow there taking out my ore trucks there, but now I've had a chance to build up my economy a little bit, and though now we've only got one person, we could just focus on him, and we're just starting to build flame towers into his base. He's got a lot of missile launchers, but they're not going to be able to fire quickly enough to do too much damage. And you can see as soon as the fire on a flame tower, they take it out, but because it takes so long to recharge, it's just not working out. And now we're able, and we can see the whittle down, and it looks like yellow has also tapped out of the game. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.